everyone, welcome back and welcome to my channel. In today's video I thought we'd film a continuing series I'm in the middle of. Since my last episode of this, which was one of the first videos I did, in that I was in the middle of 33 series. I'm now on 34, but like the last one, that is as a whole, so even series that the next book's not out yet, that is in that number. Such as like the Boys of Tommen series by Chloe Walsh, we know there's more books coming out, so that is one of the series, but I've read all the books that are currently out in that series. But in terms of ones that I can read the next one, I've just not read the next one yet. There's about 10 or 11, so honestly there's not many compared to the 34 number, which honestly I think that's really good that I'm up to date in so many of the series. But there is some that either a book's just come out, the book's series is completed, I've just not read them. Some of them I'm on, like one of them that I have three of them I think. There's only one book left in that series that I've just not read. But I have like a mental kind of TBR of some books that maybe I might end up picking up. We have Wild Side by Elsie Silver, we have A False Start by Elsie Silver, we have A Clash of Three Courts by Chloe C. Penaranda, we have The Fate of Us by Holly Jukes, we have Muse of Nightmares by Lani Taylor, we have The Dragon Republic by Ivor Kwong. They're just like some that are kind of like more in my head right now to be like, okay Christina, you need to continue these. But I have started a book this morning. I started A False Start by Elsie Silver. Obviously Wild Side has just come out, like as I'm filming it's Friday. Wild Side came out on Tuesday. Yeah, Wild Side did come out on Tuesday, so I did end up starting A False Start because I'm like, I kind of want to finish the Gold Rush Ranch series before continuing with the Rose Hill Ranch. So I did start A False Start this morning. I'm on page 147, chapter 16. In this book, we're following our two main characters, Nadia and Griffin. Griffin is Stefan from The Frontrunner's best friend, and Nadia is Stefan's little sister. So it's best friend's little sister trope, brother's best friend trope. She is 21 and I think he's 34. So we have quite a big age gap in this book. But basically what happens is one night when she was 19, they kissed. They didn't know who each other was. Or 2 years later, they find out who each other are. And obviously they're like, oh shit, pretty much. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. So we are seeing a lot of like the other characters in the series. So we see a lot of Mira and Stefan, because Mira is Nadia's boss, so Nadia works with Mira, and obviously Stefan is her brother, so we do see quite a lot of them. We have seen a bit of Billy and Vaughn and Violet. I think we did see a bit of Cole. We also saw some of their kids, so we saw Cole and Violet's kids, we saw Stefan and Mira's child, and we saw Billy and Vaughn have their children. Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of like the other couples and like where they are now, which is really nice. But I am really enjoying this so far. This is probably my favorite one from the series as I'm reading this at the moment, but we shall see how it ends up going. I do think honestly I will probably finish this book today, even though I only started it today, but I have a bit more time that I can read before like going to work, and then when I get home from work I'll probably just end up finishing it, so we'll see. But I think I kind of have like 3 in my head that I'm like, out of these 3 I'm gonna read one of those, like the 2 of these 3. I have Wild Side is in my head because it's a new release, I really want to read it. The Fate of Us by Holly Jukes is in my head because I also really want to read that. That would finish the series as well. And I really want to read A Clash of Three Courts by Chloe C. Penaranda because I've been putting this book up for so long, and I don't know why, because I'm really enjoying it. Like, I've started the book, I'm like 90 pages in or something, and I just keep putting it off, and I'm like, why do I do that to myself? Because I am really enjoying the book. So they're kind of like the ones that are like big in my head. I'm like, Christina, read these next. But we'll just see what we end up getting up to and what we end up reading over the next, while we are working on finishing series that I'm in the middle of. But I'll update you probably after work later on my thoughts and how I am through a false start. I don't know whether you would have saw it at the end of the time lapse, but I did just finish A False Start by Elsie Silver. This was a 3.75. I did really enjoy this one. This is definitely my favourite from the Gold Rush Ranch series. I really enjoyed our two main characters, Griffin and Nadia, and I really enjoyed like the way their story was and the character development, just like emotionally between the two characters and separately. I did really enjoy that. So yeah, this is a 3.75, definitely my favourite from the Gold Rush Ranch series. So I cannot wait to put this on my shelf. And this is a series done, which is just such a good feeling when you finally finish a series. And then I'm kind of between reading two books at the moment. The first one is The Fate of Us by Holly Jukes, and the second one is Clash of Three Courts by Chloe C. Penaranda. Both of these are on Kindle. I'm leaning slightly more towards A Clash of Three Courts because I've been reading this one for quite a while, and so book 6 in the series comes out in April. It has just been pushed back to April 22nd. It was March something. But there are quite a few books to read before that. So I need to read book 4 of The Night Comes Rise, book 5, and then she has another series, which is Stars Are Dying, and I need to read book 1 and book 2 of that series. And then book 6 will come out in April. So I do, because I want to read all of them, I'm kind of thinking of reading this one next, because I'm very much excited after the end of book 3 to go into book 5. In this one, it's the timeline, I can't really say much, but most of it is the same timeline as book 3 of the series. So I do really want to get through this one, and then we can hop into book 5 and then read her other series, and hopefully I enjoy her other series as much as I have been enjoying the Now Comes Rise series. All of the books in the series have been a 5-star, which I didn't expect. So this is like a predicted 4-star and above book, which is so exciting. But also like The Fate of Us is the second book, would also complete another series, and I have started that. I'm like 50 pages into that. Of A Clash of Three Courts, I'm like 90 pages in. I think I'm gonna go for A Clash of Three Courts though, because I have a bit more time to like read it, and I'm kind of in the mood for a bit of fantasy. So I think I'm gonna start A Clash of Three Courts, and then I'll update you in a little while. But I'll probably update tomorrow, considering it's like an hour and a half kind of before bed. I'm gonna like get ready for bed, hop in bed, and I'm just gonna sit and read and watch YouTube and stuff for the rest of the night. But yeah, I'm very excited to hop into A Clash of Three Courts, and I'll update you with my thoughts and whereabouts I am tomorrow morning probably. But yeah. Okay, so it's now Sunday night, and I have finished A Clash of Three Courts. I did really enjoy this one. I gave it 4 stars, which is, even though yes it is my lowest rated from the series, all the other books have been 5 stars. I had such a good time with this. I think if I'd read it back when I had read the other ones, because I read book 3 in this series in November, and we're now in March and I've only just read book 4. So, and I think if I'd sat and actually read it rather than like I did and was like picking it up here and there, reading like a couple pages, and then over like yesterday and today I like binged the rest. So if I'd read it when I'd read the other ones, how I'd read the other ones, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more and it would have been a 5-star. But I still had such a good time with it, and I'm very excited to go into book 5, which honestly I kind of want to do March, April, before book 6 comes out. But I did really enjoy it, and I have decided the next book I'm going to go into is going to be Wildside by Elsie Silver. This is the second Elsie Silver book of this video, but I can't even, like, I don't want to read anything else other than this. This is a new release. As I'm filming this, it came out this week. So I really want to read this. Book 1 in the series was a 4.75. Book 2 was a 5-star. So I'm sat for this book. In this book, we're following Reese and Tabitha, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I'm so excited. I think it's Marriage of Convenience. Yeah. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna read this tonight. It's like 6 o'clock, so definitely think I'm gonna be able to get a good chunk of this done tonight, and then I'll probably end up finishing off tomorrow morning before work. But yeah, I'm so excited to go into this, and this will be our 3rd and final book before continuing the series I'm in the middle of, which I'll do a little wrap up thing at the end. But I'm so excited. Let's hop in. So I have a little update, well, quite a big update actually, on Wildside. So I'm now over halfway. I'm like 63%, which is page 272. It's literally the next morning. I'm having a really good time with this. I don't think I'm enjoying it as much as like Wild Love and Wild Eyes, but I am enjoying this one still. I'm probably gonna finish it off today when I get home from work, but no, I am really enjoying it. I do really like Reese and Tabitha, and I think their dynamic's really fun, and I really love Milo. So I mean, I don't mind it. And I mean, the first like decent chunk of the book is like the same timeline as Wild Love and Wild Eyes, mainly Wild Eyes. Like I was like, oh, I remember reading the scene in Wild Eyes, do you know what I mean? But I am enjoying it so far, and I'm hoping to finish it off tonight, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. But I am having a good time so far, and okay, so I do have an update. So I have now finished Wildside. So I did finish it last night, but I did end up like literally finish it and going straight to bed. But I'm really sad to say it, but this book was a 3.5, which obviously is not a bad rating, but compared to Wild Love, which was a 4.5, and Wild Eyes, which was a 5 stars, I went into this book thinking I was going to absolutely love it like I did the other two, and I just did not. I didn't love, don't get me wrong, I really loved like the characters individually. I really liked Tabitha, I really liked Reese, I really liked Milo, but I didn't actually love the plot of the story. I enjoyed the characters, didn't really like the plot. I don't want to say too much because obviously spoilers and stuff, but yeah, I didn't love the plot of this story. I don't know, I just didn't, yeah, it didn't vibe with me, and that's okay. Obviously not every book in every single series is gonna be your favorite, but I did not love this one as much as I hoped I would. But on that note, this is going to be the end of the video. So in this video we read 3 books. So we read A False Start by Elsie Silver, which was a 4 star. We read A Clash of Three Courts by Chloe C. Penaranda, which was a 4 stars. And we read Wildside by Elsie Silver, which was a 3.75. But overall, I did have a really good time reading all these books, and honestly, I read them quite fast. I think A False Start I read in 1 day, Clash of the Courts I think was 2 days, Wildside I started it the night before and then finished it the day after. So overall, I did have a really good time reading, and I'm really happy that we not only we finished a series, we caught up on a series, and we continued a series, which is the goal of the video. So I'm really happy with that. So I don't know what number we're at now, probably 33. I think it was 34, but now we've completed one, so that's just took it down to 33. But I'm really happy that we're now like up to date on this one, and we've continued the An Air Comes Dry series. So I want to say thank you so much for coming on with me and spending some time continuing some series with me, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.